every time I click off the game, it's gonna like lose audio. Let's give it a hot minute. Everything's been taking a moment, but Streamlabs didn't there we go. Streamlabs did an update right before I went live, and I think whatever the capture issue was last week may have been resolved. I haven't had a chance to read it, but I assume that that's maybe what they've fixed between last week and this week. Because yeah, everything I tried to play last week, even games that I regularly play, wouldn't capture with like the regular method and stuff. I had to force so many things to capture specifically. So yeah. Also, it is like a hot as fuck night here. It's been a hot as fuck day. So yeah, I'm hoping it kind of cools down a little bit. I actually realized I forgot to kind of check the temperature before. Azula's just come to join us. She's sitting down in her fuzzy donut. Let's see. I just want to check what temperature it is, because it feels like it's in the 30s, but I'm thinking maybe it isn't. And I think my app might have broken. I know. It's what's the fucking current time? It's like 10.
Cheese.
Cheese indeed. Yeah, for some reason the app looks like it's broken. Oh no, there it goes. Holy shit, everything. I'll tell you what, technology is just getting shittier. Yeah, it's like 25 degrees, but it feels like 27 Celsius. So yeah, it's starting to get into warmer days. It's taken like a lot longer to get there, but like it's been real humid and shit lately. I was just penning Azula. So yeah, I think I was playing on normal last time, and I was playing on a really big map because I like having a bit of variety. You better chaos. What is that? The music's kind of weird. I'm not sort of used to it. I also don't know if I changed any of these last time. I think I did. I think I like scrolled around between the 3 in different maps, but we'll see. Sweet Jesus. That is pink as fuck. I should play that next Valentine's Day, maybe. Is it just cheese blockers from the freezer? Maybe. That's cool. I'm not thrilled about the 3 together situation. Mostly because I don't do 3-3. But, what else we got in here? I could do that. I could do that one. I don't know how frequently these fuckers update shit. But it's fine. There's just a bunch of maps I haven't seen. I just can't remember each time I come in here what I played last. Because, like, I played this last in, like, fucking February. I used to play it all the time. I used to play this, like, not like every weekend, but, like, casually, at least weekly kind of thing. And I used to be good at it. I'm fucking not anymore. Let's see. I wouldn't mind Locked Alliance, but I think this allows me... No, it's not that. It's that. Okay. Yeah, I want to keep some... I can't quite remember. I don't want it to be fully free-for-all. 4v3, 2v2. I thought I used to be able to combine these fuckers. Yeah. You drop and play, add this person to the team. Fuck it, we'll populate it. Figure it out. I'm Protoss, I got pink, whatever. Oh shit, they're all set to elite. There's no way I fought elite last time, was it? Maybe. I don't think I'm quite ready for fucking elite out of the blue, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Let's swapping them over. How do I get you to add to this? Hold up. I remember I used to be able to just drag and drop them into this, but that's not working. So, infinite, faster, category melee, miscellaneous, maybe? There we go, there's the extra one. Custom teams there. Alright, that's fine. It always takes me a fucking hot minute to remember how to fucking do this. And I'm pretty sure we were up against like normal, which is like medium. I don't know if I could go up against harder blue, but we'll see. So, I kind of don't want to have everybody on one team. I'll put the Christmas pair together if I can. Can I get you two to... it's just swapping them out. Not quite what I want. Oh, no, there we go. Fuck yeah. Alright. I hate these two being together. Can I have a different color for you two? Maybe, actually. Hold on. Oh, not that green. Do that. I was gonna think about putting purples together and the greens together, but then I've got red, and I do want to keep red with their Christmas holiday counterpart. Hold on, you come with me. Got you into this before. I could do it again. I really want to go up against a 3 as a 2, but I could cap them with somebody a little less strong. I felt like giving them like a very easy, like basically like a dummy extra kind of thing. I'm like, they could be a sitting duck. This could fare this out a little bit. Like I could have one just like on their own too. Theoretically, I could just like pull this guy down here. But I'll try that. It's gonna be terrible. Yeah, absolutely awful. Yeah, what have you been up to, Beza? How's your weekend and whatnot? I'm gonna pat Azul a little bit more while I've got a couple of seconds. She's in a donut and she's all smushy. She's also here for the aircon, and I don't blame her. The house is hot. Like, I don't know where Phoenix is, but he doesn't tend to like being cold. So he's kind of like had all the energy in the world today. Phoenix is my cat for anybody that doesn't know. Azul is my cat as well. But Azula has a lot of fur. And she prefers to be cool. So she'll normally like lay on the tiles unless the aircon's available. Whereas if the heat is on, Phoenix will be all for that. But I don't expect to find Phoenix in here at all tonight. Like, he might come in and bitch at me about the temperature, but that's about as much as I expect from him. Give me one of you guys. I'm gonna pile on. I should have made my go live that. Wait, how do I move around? There we go. Been a while since I played StarCraft. I'm not expecting to win. I don't think I ever really expect to win. It's more so, well, it's always just about fun, but of course I've got the fucking enemy right underneath me. I'll probably have somebody walk in here and start attacking my little buildings and shit. I got nearly enough. Kind of gotta start a fight with them pretty soon. I should get the people into there. There you go. Alright. Got this music. Fucking hell. Mate, can I get you... Actually, just drop that crystal off. Go hop in there. There you go. Been spending time with my best friend. She's dealing with ongoing tragedy situations, so I was just there to be distraction from that and help her process stuff. Oh yeah. That is a shame, but at the same time, it's nice that you could be there, you know? Yeah, nothing like that. I spent, like, my weekend fucking cleaning my garage, so I'm sore as hell. Other than that, I played some Minecraft. I also worked on Saturday. As Christmas market in town ended up being as busy as random summer Saturday. Oh yeah. I don't really want too many of these guys, but I definitely want somebody to protect me when these guys inevitably come through. They're light purple. Okay. It's fair. Yeah, no, I had a lot of, like, tidying and shit to do on the weekend. And, Nick's sister's over this weekend coming, so, yeah. Gonna be very busy. I'm still, like, sore as shit. Kind of tired. I also woke up at, like, a stupid hour this morning. I woke up at, like, fucking 4 a.m. Which is kind of, like, why? Because, like, I stream at, like, 10 p.m. at night. And I'm awake usually until, like, 6 a.m. and stuff. So, it was kind of an unproductive start to the day. So, I had to have a nap, like, in the afternoon. Just to, like, keep energy, keep existing kind of thing. I'm thinking a lot about Project Zomboid. Waiting for Andre to make the server he talked about. Yeah. I like having family over. I don't know what happens for Christmas this year, but I hope I get to see some family. But she's not specifically like staying with us or anything like that. It's just that she will be in town and we will be like spending time with her and stuff. Like, I think we're gonna try to, it's not 100% yet, but I think we're gonna try to do bowling, which is interesting because like I used to be a league bowler, so I used to be good at bowling. It's just that because of like my back, hip and neck injuries and stuff, I can't carry the correct weighted ball that I need to play with, and I can't like bend down fully or pivot my hip and back and stuff as I like lunge kind of thing for it. So I normally end up like these days kind of hitting myself at the hip instead, or in like the thigh or whatever, and then dropping the ball from like hip height because I can't bend. So we'll see how we go. Like if we end up doing bowling, it'll be interesting. But yeah, like I used to have all my own kit and shit, but I don't anymore. I sort of wish I sort of kept it, but I think it would have been still probably too heavy for my spine to hold, you know? So it's fine. The lighter balls just kind of like, they kind of like bounce around more, whereas the heavier ones slide more, if it makes any sense to people. But yeah, the lighter ones are kind of more reactive and the heavier ones are not. So where you send it is where they end up, as opposed to the lighter ones, which may change course halfway along the way. I don't know if my people were going down to say hello, but I saw some other groups then. I see purple's following this guy around. I reckon they've stuck their nose somewhere, honestly. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I just gotta get some people. I need some more buildings. And I was so close to calling this stream my life for ire. That's it. Nice. Oh, if you don't get that reference, never mind. I don't get it. Let's see. It's not ideal. Not bowling so much. I'm terrible at it, but always enjoyed it. My family's like historically really good at bowling. My brother's had like a couple of perfect games. My parents used to bowl in a league for like the longest time, and obviously like my grandparents and so on also did. And so like we bowled when we were kids. We were in a kids league, but my brother was kind of too good, and so he ended up entering the adults league early, like young. I'll put you up there just so you're getting like the ones that are kind of moving around the edge here. Yeah, my brother went into like the adults league at an early age. So once he was in that, like 1/3 of our team was gone from like the child's league sort of thing. So I just kind of like stopped bowling in like the kids league and stuff. And I think like I wasn't super great, but I did just barely qualify to play in the adults league when I was like still in primary school. So yeah, that was good because it was boring as shit, like sitting there waiting for like my family to finish playing a game of bowling and stuff. You guys get over there and help out. That one's gonna be dead any second. Actually, you come back this way. Oh, that was lucky timing actually. You stay there, mate. I'm gonna try to get a couple more of these guys out. Yeah, no, I qualified for the adult league like a year or so, I think, later than my brother.
We're taking a licking.
Like I wasn't too bad. It was one of those things where we went from like a team of 3 to a team of 2, but my brother's average was usually enough to overcompensate for like any bad or missed like games I did. So it really didn't matter. They considered it a good enough handicap for him, which I don't really care about. Like, you know, I was just happy that I could like bowl with everybody. But yeah, my brother was able to do these like fancy like curveball shit things, and I couldn't. But I was like a dead straight bowler. If I could get it roughly in the exact spot-ish, to hit like one of the pins just off center from the front, I could get a strike most times. But I struggled cleaning up a spare. I could get one side or the other wherever it was like left, but that was about it. Whereas my brother was one of those people that could get the 710 split shit, you know, where it's on literally either side, and he'd fucking do this fancy ass bowl and hit them and then hit the other one and stuff. Like, he could do that most of the time. But yeah, it just kind of like comes down my mum's side with that. But yeah, I don't know. When I got all my injuries and stuff like that, there was a lot of things I had to stop doing. Like, because I used to do a lot of sports and a lot of like weightlifting and all sorts of stuff, like general sporty kind of hobbies and stuff. And bowling was one of them. Bowling was one of those competitive social things. They no longer have any forces. Fuck yeah, we'll get in here. Pretty sure that's the same color one. Ish. If it's not.
Let our enemy know our fury.
Hold on. I really want to engage red. They're supposed to be very easy. Nope, green's in here. This is why. Tell you what, you guys go over there. You guys go hang out with my allies, because fuck that group. You guys move back in a little bit.
We must secure additional resources.
Okay, so the reason why we don't have them is it's not my allies fighting. It's not my allies doing jack shit over there. I am woefully unprepared for this group that's coming up. I haven't done any research or anything. I probably should have brought it down like a tiny bit easier for myself. But it's fine. What do we got resource-wise? I can reliably hit strikes, but I'd usually get 1 or 2 per game from doing what you said. Didn't know any of the spinning techniques either. Well, we used to watch competitive bowling and stuff. Like, it was what my family kind of did, right? Like, we watched a lot of miscellaneous, like, sports stuff. This is why, as an adult, I'm not really interested in watching, like, sports and shit. Because, like, I did a lot of that as a kid, and it doesn't interest me too much. But bowling was one of those things where there was techniques and all sorts of shit to it that was, like, fancy, and it's like, how the fuck did they move like that kind of stuff? Yeah, my brother was one of those people that could do the fancy bowling, you know. It was kind of neat.
Ordering an attack here.
I don't know what else I want in here. I think I want some of these guys. I also need more fucking pylons, obviously.
Your allies are in battle.
Yeah, I bet they are. They went pretty damn far down. I'm trying not to overbuild at the moment, but, you know, I'd like a third one of these for the moment. I'd like more ground units going. There we go, get back on the thing. Yeah, these days, like I said, if I try bowling now, I probably get like, I would say probably an average of like a 60 or something like that. There's, like I said, most of the time I end up just smacking myself in the hip and dropping the ball. And like, yeah, it's not as fun because I can't bend properly because of my back and hip and shit. But then when I do actually launch the ball, like I said, it's too light and it skittles around the place. But when I used to bowl, it used to be like probably 150 game on average kind of thing. It was pretty decent. My brother would be in like the 200 or whatever. I think 300 is the perfect game, which he would get occasionally. So he was more closer to like 280-ish on average, but like 200 was a low. I think 210 was a low one for him. My parents and stuff, they were more like a 180, I think. They were kind of in about that ballpark. Fuck knows what like my grandma and granddad and stuff were like. I know they had a shit ton of trophies for bowling though, so I'd say they were good. I also have a few trophies for bowling. We used to get these badges. I don't know if it was like just a junior league thing or what, but we used to get these like, it was like a brooch badge type thing, like a proper metal enamel thing, right? And you used to kind of like, whatever your highest, most recent game was, would give you another little like tag to click onto it, and you'd submit your badge to get like the additional thing added to it. It was pretty neat. It was kind of cool because like the longer it got, the more achievements you had, kind of thing. But it was like all metal and enamel and shit. I still got that. I ended up affixing it to one of my trophies. I ended up hating the fact that I had multiple trophies, and I just like pulled the what do you call it? I pulled the label thing, the engraved labels off them, and I just stuck them all onto the prettiest trophy. Because I'm like, I don't want to have like fucking 3 or 4 trophies hogging up my fucking thing behind me, right? So I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna like just put them all onto one, because like it all says what I did at what year and all that business, right? So it's not like it's inaccurate. It's just, it's all on one thing, you know? Look, I don't know how many people would do that to a trophy, because like most people are like, oh, you know, it's the whole thing and stuff. But like, I don't know, trophies back in like the era of like the early 2000s, late 90s and stuff like that weren't, at least not in Australia, weren't really like metal normally. So they were normally kind of like lightweight and they're pretty and shit, but like they kind of, I don't know, take up more space. Like they're wider than they are decorative, I guess. That might be the best way to say it, is they're wider than they're decorative. I think I can reach these guys from here. I'm kind of being a bit of in the way, but I'm trying to help my allies as much as we can with this. Actually, if you two can go hit up them, we can take out their power. If I can get you guys. Oh, they're in with red too. This is only an outpost. I gotta keep making people. Wait, I sent you home. Get back here. Get your ass back in here and go attack them. Alright. Well, my whole squad just got defeated, but it's fine. We have the third waves coming down. Fuck knows how many units I've made so far. I'm gonna need another one of these hot sweet. Can I steal you? They've already got that one. What about over here? If nobody's using over here, I'll take this. Oh, yeah, that's definitely part of the appeal. Lucky brains will often associate big with better. Big trophy, big win, even though it's obviously arbitrary. Yeah, I get that too. Like, I just kind of, I think I went with, hold on, let me turn around and have a quick look. I went with the tallest one. It's the narrowest one, but it's the tallest one. I couldn't remember which one I kept. It's on the shelf behind me. Yeah, anyway. Is this mine? Yeah, no, I pulled it apart like years ago, so I literally can't remember. But it is really funny because the plating, the way that they used to stick the plating onto them back in like, what, the fucking 90s and early 2000s and stuff, was kind of like, almost with like a double-sided tape. So if you can lever it off, you can just re-stick it back onto something else. I just initially, when I pulled them off it, I'm like, I don't know where I want to put this. And I'm like, why don't I just put it on one? That way I still have a trophy, but like, for all the things I'm like sentimental about, it's not that. Fucking hell. Hey, Jelly. My people are like, strike now, just as like that finished fucking going off. Holy crap. 14 months. Goddamn, Jelly. How you been? What's it? Time? It scares you every single time. It does, because I'm not expecting a loud noise, or I'm not specifically expecting a pack of like Asian men to be like impressed with whatever I'm doing, you know, every single time. It wasn't what I was thinking when I chose that noise, you know. It was more along the lines of it being the creepy Aang and the what is it, the bonobo monkey thing or whatever. Yeah, that. That was more so my thought. And then when the sound effect goes off every so often, it tends to like surprise me. I can probably move some of you guys down here soon, because you're going to run out of crystals. I kind of hate that something changed in this game a long time ago, and they have like a set limit of these that you can have on them, whereas I used to just stack them up with a shit ton, so there was always somebody on it when somebody else went back, kind of thing, you know? I know, it's very excited that you're playing StarCraft. He loves this game. Oh yeah? Well, usually whenever I play StarCraft, I usually get to a point where I start cracking the shits on them screaming about crap. in the background, and I normally just sound progressively more and more Australian as it goes on with time, which is always kind of funny because I didn't know I did it until I started streaming and somebody clipped it, and yeah, it was pretty funny. But I used to play this like every week. It was kind of like with the Warcraft and stuff. I used to play this all the time, and I got really good at it, like with Warcraft, but I just stopped playing it after a while, and then once I like started streaming and stuff, I just kind of like, yeah, last time I played this was in February this year, and I think the last time I played it before that was Valentine's Day the following year, so it's been a while. What am I missing? A fleet beacon. Okay. Somebody's screaming about pylons as well.
This location is ideal for our expansion.
Good for you, mate.
All right, Raiders.
You can have that one. Have we finished fighting this group, or are we just thinking about it? I think we're just thinking about it. That is already notable. Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I didn't really know that I had... Well, I am Australian, right? But I didn't know I had an Australian accent until somebody clipped me playing this. And then I heard myself, and I'm like, well, damn, there it is. You know? Because I usually can't tell accents. I usually can't hear them in people. It's just the sound of people's voice that I hear. Not actually, like, where they're from or whatever. What the fuck is a fleet beacon, that one? That guy. Who was that screaming? Was it fucking Blue? Probably. Where's my group? Down here. Alright. Maybe. We'll get to it. Pylons are my only exposure to StarCraft 2. I've never played. Oh yeah. Well, I have a StarCraft Pylon Nightlight, which is pretty epic. It's pretty nice. It's just enough kind of glow to be able to see the ground and shit if I want to get up to go to the bathroom or something, but it's like not too bright that if I fell asleep with it on, I wouldn't notice. Kind of nice. I just wish it came in a different fucking color, because like, not that like it used to do that. They were always traditionally blue and shit, but it does colors now, and I've always played StarCraft as pink, like with Warcraft I'm always grey. Fuck knows why, but I always just found that this is what worked. So I don't know about you guys. StarCraft fans can weigh in on this little thing, but I always found that there were certain colors or certain color combinations that made the enemies stronger. Now that's probably absolute bullshit, but that's how I feel about this game. Like, if I put yellow and orange together, I expect them to be pretty strong. Same with like pink and red seem to go really stupidly strong together. Yeah, just something I noticed. Normally with Warcraft over StarCraft, because I don't know, I noticed it there first. I have the strongest